Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to the brand new video where we are going to make the recycle app from the scratch by using Flutter, and for the backend we are going to use is a Firebase. So on this series we are going to cover user authentication, how to manage the user earned points, managing all the items that the user want to dispose from the admin panel. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Now let's get started. Before we move to the code, let me show you how our recycle app will look alike and what we are going to get once you complete this awesome recycle app series. Yeah, so you will also get to know like what all features we are going to add on this recycle app. So here you can see that there is an onboarding screen, and in the onboarding screen we have just added one image, you can say as a graphic image that simply matches with our recycle app. So here it has written go green and save energy, and we have just added the headline to app which is like recycle your waste products, easily collect household waste and generate less waste. So this is the title and the headline that we have added in our onboarding screen, and just below you can see the get started button, and through this button will directly land to the login page. And in the login page you can see that at the top we have added one more graphic image that will simply indicate our recycle app, and we have added the important headline or the title which is like reduce, reuse, recycle, repeat, that simply indicate the main phrase of an recycle app. And here you can see that we have written every item you recycle makes a difference. So that's a reality, and now you can see that this is a get started text, and just below this you can see that there is a sign in with Google button. So yes, we are going to add a Google authentication on this app, though I have added an email authentication many times before in my channel. So I thought that let's bring something new on this series, and we have added the Google authentication on this app. So you will get to know how to use this authentication in your app. So we'll click to this, and here I'll just sign in with my one of my Google account, and will directly move to the home page of the app. Yep. So here it is, and we have successfully landed to the home page of the app. And in the home page you can see that the hello text with a username which will be shown over here with a user image, and here you can see that there is one more image which simply says that earn points for discarded trash. So let me explain you like what is the basic idea of making this recycle app. So here the user will going to upload the item they want to dispose, and that will be shown to the admin panel. So yes, we are going to add the admin panel on this app, from where the admin can see all the items that the users has been requested to dispose, and the user need to just select the category for which item they need to dispose, like either it is a plastic, paper, battery or a glass. So these are the four categories that I have added on the app. Now if the user I will say if the user will request for any of the item they want to dispose, and the admin simply approve that, then they will get some points for the item they dispose. Now the points I'm going to show you like how it will be shown, and they can simply redeem that point and can get some money in their bank account. So this is the basic idea of a app. So through this app the user can simply earn some money as well. Now let's move, and here we'll click to the plastic. So for example, if I want to dispose a plastic, now I just need to upload the image, and here we just need to enter the address. So here you can see that it simply says that enter your address you want the item to be picked. So by entering this address the admin can be known like from where they just need to pick this item. And for example, if we want to dispose a Pepsi bottle, though I have just picked a random image just to show you how the image picker will going to work. So here we just need to enter the quantity of the item that we need to dispose. So I'll just write the address something like this. So I'll write near main market something like this. Yeah, and we'll just enter the quantity up to 3, and we'll click to the upload button, and you can see that it takes just a few seconds to upload the item. Now let's move back to the home page, and here you can see that this is the pending request, and in the pending request it's going to show all the requests that the user will demand for. Yeah, now here let's move to the points page, and in the points page you can see that it simply shows that how much points that the user have earned. So it is now 0. Yep. So when the when the admin will give the approval for the package that the user demand for, then the points will be simply added over here. And in the last transaction you can see that it simply shows the date from which date the user demand for the points they need to redeem, and it also shows the status, and this status will be like if the money has been transferred to their bank account or not. Yes, we are going to show this status is in the user side of the app. So let me move to the admin panel and let me approve all the things that the user demand for, so that I can show you in the real time like how it's going to work. Yep. So here we'll move to the admin login page, and in the admin login page you can see that there is a two section, which is a username and the password. So we are going to provide the unique username and the password to the each admin, so that they can simply log in the admin panel. Yeah, so now we'll click to this login button, and here we'll run to the home admin page, from where the admin can simply give the approval for the items that the user want to dispose. And the second thing is a redeem request. Now if the user request for any points they want to redeem, the points or the request will be shown over here. Now let's give the approval for this one. So I'll click to the approve button, and you can see that we have simply give the approval for the item. Yep. So let's move to the to the user side, so that I can show you how much points that the user have earned. So here we'll move to the points page, and you can see that in our app we have done something like this. If the admin approve for the one item, then we are going to add the 100 points. Like each time we are going to add the 100 points to the user side. So here you can see that the points that the user have earned, it simply shows 100. Now if I want to redeem the 15 points, I'll click to this redeem points, and in the add point I will just add the point like how much points I need to redeem, and I need to add a UPI ID. Now if you are watching this video from India, then you know that what is an UPI ID. But if you are watching this video from outside India, I will suggest you that please add the bank account details, like allow the user to enter their bank account details, and the admin can simply send their money in their bank account. So I need to just enter the random UPI ID, something like this, and we'll click to the add button, and you can see that it simply shows that the status is pending and at which date I have tried to redeem the points. Yeah, so now let's approve this one, and let's see how the status will going to change in the real time. Yep, so let's switch to the admin panel. So here we have landed to the home admin page. Now we'll click to the redeem request, and this is, you can see that I have just requested to redeem a 50 points, the UPI ID and the username, which is my name, Shivam Gupta, and now I'm going to approve this by clicking to this approve button, and it will just take a few seconds to highlight that in the user side. So let's switch to the user side and let's see what status has been updated over there. So here we'll move to the points, and you can see that once we have approved from the admin panel, it just take a few seconds to highlight that the money has been transferred to their bank account. So this is what we can do in our points page, and at last you can see the profile page where the user can simply log out and delete account. Other buttons that they can use and can just delete their account as well. So these are all the things that we have done in our Recycle app, and this will be one of the most interesting series that you are going to learn. And if you want to get the source code of this awesome app, I will provide you the link in the description box. You can get it from there, and if you are facing to get a source code, let me know in the Instagram ID, because I will provide you the link of my Instagram ID in the description box. And if you want to pay from the other payment methods, let me know. I'll try to help you as soon as I can. Yep. So now let's get started. But before we move forward, I want to introduce you to app crafting. So this is a startup started by me. So if you are looking for the app for your business or resume, we are going to make a budget friendly app for you. You can simply fill this contact form and can send us the requirements to get an awesome app in both Play Store and App Store. You can find the link of the app crafting in the description box. Let's move and develop this recycle app from the scratch. But before we move on to this awesome series, there are the some points that I simply tell you all before the starting of the series that will help you to know that what all things we are going to simply cover on this series, right? So there are some points that I need to tell you all. So the first point is about a responsiveness. So you know that a responsiveness is one of the most important thing when you are developing the app, right? So the responsiveness will be like one of the main thing that will keep on mind and will make this complete app. And you know that different widgets that we usually use to make our app responsive. If you have followed my old series, now I'm telling you the old series because I've already made like 20 plus apps in my channel. You can follow all the apps. I will paste the link in the description box. You can simply follow the playlist and can add some more apps to your app resume if you haven't. So as I was telling you that we are going to think about, not only think, we are going to take a responsiveness as a main goal to make this complete app highly responsive. Yeah, so this was the first point. Now the second point that you usually ask me is that as Firebase storage is not free, so are we going to use a Firebase storage on this complete series? So I am taking as a challenge and I will not use a Firebase storage on this complete series. So this series will be complete free for you all. You don't have to pay anything for the backend and all. Yeah, you can just use the Firebase for free, like the Cloud Firestore database and all authentications that are only free. So yeah, so we are going to use all that things to make this app. Now the third thing, you basically ask that what state management we are going to use to make this complete app. So the state management we are going to use is inherited widget and class. Now you will say that Shivam, why we are not using any complex state management like provider or anything else? So the state management I usually use in my videos is inherited widget and class because I want that the viewers who are learning the Flutter for the first time, they can simply understand the each line of the code that I'm writing in the VS Code. Now I don't want to make it complex for them to understand by using any of the complex state management. So these are the three things that I want to simply tell you all. The first thing is that the app will be very responsive. The second thing is that we are not going to use any paid version of backend. All thing will be free. Yeah, now the third thing, the state management, as I've told you that we are going to use inherited widget and class. Now let's move to the code, and here you can see that in the images folder I've simply pasted one image. Now here to get that image, we'll move to the perspec.ml file and we need to simply call our images folder so that I can simply use all the image file that I've saved in the images folder, right? So these are the some common things that we usually do in all the projects. Now here let's move to the leaf folder, and here I'm going to simply create a new folder name which will be the pages, and inside the pages folder I'm going to create a new file name which will be like first one will be like onboarding page. So I'm going to just create the onboarding page. So I'll write onboarding dot something like this, onboarding dot, and here this is the thing. Now here I'm going to just import the package by using material.dart and will write a stateful widget name and will simply pass the page name which will be the onboarding, right? Now here I'm going to just create the onboarding page for our recycle app. So for that I just need to write a scaffold, a body, container, child and a column. Yeah. So once we have wrote this three widgets, now we just need to show the image that I have saved in the images folder. So for that I just need to use image.asset, and here I'm going to just pass images. So images, and here I'm going to just call the image file name. So I'll just write onboard.png, something like this. Now here we have passed the image, but you can't see the image now because I haven't called the screen till now. So let me call that screen, which will be the onboarding dot. Yeah, so this is the page, or this is the thing, image you can see over here. Now I need to also pass the background color to this screen. So I just need to pass background color, and here I'm going to just pass colors.white. Now you can see that there is a debug banner, and you can remove that by just moving to the main.dart file, and we can pass debug show checked mode banner to false, and it will simply remove that banner from here. So it looks good, and this is the image that we widely going to use over here. Now here, as I've told you about the state management, now I'm going to show how we can use this awesome state management in the app. Yeah, so here in the pages folder, not in the pages folder, in the leaf folder, I'm going to simply create one new folder named services, and inside this services folder, I'm going to create a new file name widget support.dart. And you will say that why I created this file. So let me explain you. So this is the file we are going to save all the functions regarding the styling and all or colors that we going to usually pass in our app. Now here you know that when you use a text widget, you need to write a style first, then the second thing, the color, the font size, the font weight, etc. So that makes your code like really messy to understand. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is that by using this state management, we are going to just pass a two words, and by that two words we can simply pass the styling to that specific text widget. So that will help us to write a clean code. Yeah, so this state management can help also to write a clean code and understand the code very well. Yeah, so here I'm going to just create a class, and in the class I'll create a class name which is app widget, and here I'll just pass a static and a text style, because as I've told you that we are going to just pass a text style. And here I'm going to just pass the function name which is headline text style. Now here I'm going to just write a double, and double then a size. Now you will say that why pass this double size over here. So let me explain you. Like here, as you know that when we are going to pass this headline text style function, we need to change the size of an text accordingly what we are going to see. Yeah, I hope it will be difficult for you to understand, but no worries. I will show you how we are going to use this double size and what this function will really do on this headline text style function. Yeah, so here I'll just pass return, and first in the return I'll just pass a text style something like this, and first I'm going to just pass the color which will be colors.black. Let's pass colors.black something like this. All right, colors.black. Font size, now in the font size I'll just pass the size that we are going to pass to the each text widget. So I'll just write a size, and we'll just pass the font weight which will be font weight.bold. Yeah, something like this. Now this is the function that we have created. Now let's move back over here in the pages folder. Now I'll show you how we are going to use this app widget class. So here I'm going to just pass a text, and we are going to just pass a headline to this app which will be like recycle your waste products. Yeah, so this is the you can say headline we have passed to this app or the onboarding screen. Now we can just pass the styling, and now I'll show the use of this awesome state management that I was telling you about. So here I'll just write the app widget class that we have created. Now I'll use a dot, and it will going to show me all that related functions that we have created to pass a styling to our text widget. So here I'm going to just pass headline text style, and here I'm going to just pass the size, like at which font size I need this text to be shown in my screen. So here I'll just pass 22.0. Now you can see that this is how it's going to look. I'll just increase the font size up to 28. Yep. So this is the thing. If you want, you can do up to 30. It's up to your choice. Now here I'm going to just pass a size box so that there will be enough space. So I'll write size box height. Let's pass 20.0. And now once let's pass 30.0. Yeah, now we can pass a padding as well. So I'll wrap up the text widget with a padding widget, and here I'll just pass dot only, and we are going to just provide the padding from the left position. So I'll write left 20.0. If you want, you can increase the font size. Is up to your choice, like how you want to show the text and all. Yeah, so recycle your waste products. Now once we have shown this, now here I'm going to just show some title of this app which is easy easily collect household waste and generate less waste. Yeah, so this is the thing that we are going to show. So let's create one more function to show the text in the normal form. So I'm going to copy and we are going to just paste here as well, and we'll just change the function name to normal text style. Yeah, now this is the case. The color, let it be black. We'll just change the font to W500, which is enough. Now here I'm going to just pass a text widget, and in the text widget, so let's pass text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write the text which I've told you, which is easily collect household waste and generate less waste. Yeah, so this is the text that we need to pass. Yeah, so now let's pass the styling. So I'll write styling app widget class dot, here I'll just pass a normal text style, and we'll just pass a font size as well. And here you can see that this is the text. Now here I just need to pass the size box, so I need to copy this. We'll just paste it here as well, and here I'll just pass the padding. Let's pass the padding as in set dot only. From the left we can directly pass 20.0. Yeah, so this is the text and it looks great, I guess. Yeah, so recycle your waste products, not your waste, recycle your waste products, and we need to recycle our waste products. It is necessary. So this app will also like help the viewers to know that how necessary we need to recycle the waste. Yeah, so once we have passed this thing, now here I'm going to show one button through which we can directly move inside the app, right? So first I'm going to provide some padding from the top. Yeah, so for that I just need to pass like size box. Let's pass the size box so that I can pass the space from the top as well. So let's pass 50.0, which will be enough. Yeah, now here I'm going to pass a 50 and a 50 over way over here. Yeah, so we can pass like this, and we can 30. Yeah, so this looks great, I guess. We can decrease the font size, it's up to your choice. It's like easily collect the household waste, and we can also pass the padding from the right. Let's pass 20.0. Yeah, now here as I've told you that we are going to show the button. So for the button, what I'm going to do is that here we'll just show a get started button. So for that I just need to pass the container and the decoration, a box decoration. Now on this app we are going to use the main color, which will be the color green, to indicate that, as you know that this is a recycle app, so the best color that will be belonging to this recycle app will be the color green. So that's a common sense. So we are going to use a color green in our complete app. So I'll write colors dot green, and here I'm going to just pass a width, and we'll just pass the width 200, and here I'm going to just pass a child text, and here I'm going to just pass a text which is get started, as I've told you. Now as I've told you that the color we are going to pass to this text widget will be in the color white. We haven't passed any function that indicate this color, so I need to copy and create one more function. So I'll just pass white text style and double size this function. Yeah, so now I'm going to just change the color to white, and we'll just change the font weight to bold, something like this. Now once we have passed this thing, now we can just pass the styling. We'll use app widget class dot, and here I'll just pass white text style, and we'll just pass 24.0. So this is the text. You can see we can center it with help of a center widget. Now as I have told you that we are going to make this responsive app, so if you don't want to pass the width, which will be the fixed width, we can just pass a media query. Now you will say that, Shivam, what is a media query? That's a good question. You are smart. I know that you are smart. So let me explain you. So media query is something that makes a app highly responsive. Yeah, so rather than passing a fixed width to the container or the height to the container, we can just use a media query, and media query will simply fit the container width and height according to the mobile screen size we are using. Yeah, so here I'm going to just pass a media query dot of context dot size dot width, and if I need to decrease down the container width by 2, so I'll write divide by 2. If you want to increase it, we'll just pass 1.5. It's up to your choice. Here I'll just pass the height. Let's pass height 50, or let's pass 70, I guess. It is okay. Now here I'm going to just also pass the border radius. So for the border radius, I'll write border radius dot circular, and we can just pass the circular radius, which will be 30 or which will be 40. 40 is okay, I guess. Now here I'm going to just pass the size box so that there will be enough space. So I'll write size box height. Let's pass up to 90.0, something like this. Yeah, so this is the get started button. And if you want to pass the elevation to this container, you just need to wrap up the container with a material widget, and you know that how we can simply pass the elevation 3.0. Just copy the border radius from here, directly paste it over here as well. Yeah, so this is the thing or elevation that we have passed to our get started button, and now we can simply create our home page. Yeah, so let's move and create our awesome home page. But before that, let me add some necessary image, and we'll create the home page for this recycle app. So here in the leaf folder or in the pages folder, I'll simply create a new file name which will be the home.dart. Yeah, so let me create the home.dart file, and now here I'm going to first import the package by using material.dart, and we'll write a stateful widget name or a page name. We can just pass a home. Yeah, now here I'll just write a scaffold, a body, container, child, and a column. Now once we have passed this thing, now we need to just show at the top like hello the username. So hello Shivam, I mean the hello the username. So we can just write hello Shivam for now. So I'll just write a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just pass hello, and we'll show the color Shivam in the color green. As I've told you that green is the color that we widely going to use in the app because it is a recycle app. So go green and make the world green. Yeah, so that's a thing that I've just make now, so don't think that I've copied from somewhere. Yeah, so here I'll just move, and here I'm going to copy this function. So here I'll copy this function and we'll paste here as well, and we'll just change the function name to green text style. As you know that there is no text style available to show the color green, so I'll just pass the color, this will be colors.green. Now here you can pass the size as well, and the font weight will just need to pass W500, which is okay. Now here let's move back to the home page, and what I'm going to do is that the hello text will be shown in the color black, and the Shivam text will be shown in the color green. Yeah, so for that I just need to pass a row widget over here. So I'll just write a row widget, and in the row widget, as I've told you that we need to do this thing. So for that I'll just pass a style. We'll use app widget class dot, and we'll just pass normal text field style, and we'll just pass the font size up to 20. So let me call this page so that I can show you what all code I'm writing. So here I'll just move to the home page from here, and here we are. Now I think so the text size is really small as well. We can just pass a headline, I think so. So let's pass headline text field style, and here we'll just manage the size. So let's pass 20.0, or let's pass up to 26, I guess. Yeah, we can pass the spacing from the top. So for that I can use a margin. So I'll write margin as insert dot only from the top. Let's pass 40.0 from the left. Let's pass 20.0. Yeah, so here you can see that this is the text that we are going to use, and just beside this text, as I've told you that we are going to show the username. So for now I'll just write Shivam, and we'll just pass the styling by using app widget class dot, and we'll just write green text style. We'll just pass 20.0. I think so we can pass the color in bold color, I mean the font weight in the bold, so that the color will be in much highlighted form. Yeah, now I can do one thing. Let's increase the font size up to 24, or let's pass up to 25. Yeah, so hello Shivam. Now here once we have shown this text, now here I want to show the image. So here I'll just write image. So let me paste some, as I've told you the image. So here I'm going to show the user image that will try to log in the app. Yeah, so we are going to show the user image at the top right. So let me add some random image in the images folder, and we are going to use that directly. Yeah, so here you can see that I have simply pasted one image. So this is the image, but I'll decrease down the height. Let's pass 50. Let's pass the width 50, and then we can just pass a fit box fit.cover so that it can fit the height and width that we have passed. You can increase the height and width, it's up to your choice, like how you want to show. Now here, as you know that we are also making this app highly responsive, which is also our main goal. So I will just not pass a fixed width, because as I've told you that we need this image at the top right corner. So for that I'll just use a spacer over here, and through the spacer I will just pass the maximum space between this text and the image widget. Yeah, so you can consider a spacer as a widget to make your app responsive. Yeah, so this was the first thing that I want to tell you. Now here I need to also pass the padding as well, so I'll wrap up the image.asset with a padding, and here I'll just pass dot only from the right, and will just pass directly 20.0. Yeah, so I just need to wrap up the image.asset with a clip react widget, and here I'm going to just pass the border radius, and we'll just pass the border radius dot circular, and we'll just pass 20. Yeah, so this is the image. You can see over here you can pass up to 10. It's like how you want to show the image. Now once we have shown the username and the user image, now I want to show the image. So for the image I have simply saved one image which is like home.png. So to use this image I just write image.asset, and we'll call the images folder name, then the image file name which is home.png, something like this. So this is the image that we widely going to use. We can also pass the background color to this screen, so write colors.white, which will look good. Yeah, so this is the, you can see, image we are going to show. Now I'll just pass the size box height. Let's pass 30.0, which will be enough, I guess. So let's pass 30.0, something like this. Yeah, so this is the image that we are going to use, and the thing, and it's look great, I guess. I will remove the margin from here, the left position. So I'll remove this from here, and I will just pass directly from here. So I'll just write like this. I guess it's okay. Padding edge insert dot only from the left we can directly pass 20.0. Yeah, now we can just center this image with the help of center widget. So I'll write center widget, wrap up with a center widget. So this is the image you can see over here. If you want you can pass some more padding if you think that it's stuck to the left side. So you can just pass a padding as well here, and we'll just pass dot only from the left we can directly pass 10.0. Yeah, so this is the image, and now it's look good, and it look at the complete center as well. Yeah, so this is the thing that we can do. Now once we have shown the username and the user image and the image that we want to show in the home page, so here you can see that I thought that let's bring some more creativity to this app. So I've added one like a wave emoji that will simply indicate the hello. Yeah, so this is what you can do, like to bring some more creativity to your app. It's just like how attractive you can make the app, and this will like make your app really user friendly, and the user will simply engage with your app and can, because user engagement is very necessary when you are making the app. Yeah, so that's why I've added this wave emoji, and here I'll just pass the size box, and we'll just pass the width as well. So we'll just pass width 5.0, and yeah, it's look great, I guess, with a wave emoji, hello Shivam, and this is the image. Now once we have shown the image, now here you can see that I've added this some image which is plastic, paper, battery, and I've added one more thing where it is paper, plastic, glass, battery. Yeah, so these are the 4 categories. Now I'm saying the categories is because as we are developing this recycle app, so there will be the 4 categories for now. If you want you can add some more category, it's up to your choice, but for now I have thought that let's show this categories for now. So now if the user want to like demand to the admin for recycling any of the specific category, we are going to just show the categories over here. They can choose that category and can upload the image related to that category. Like if they are want to dispose the plastic, they will simply click to the plastic category, and they will redirect to one page where they just need to fill some of the details like the image of what he want to dispose. like what it's really weight, how much quantity it is, etc, etc. Yeah, so that will simply submit it to the admin side of the app. Yeah, so these are the things that we need to do. So that's why I'm planning to show the categories in our home page. Yeah, so for that I just need to pass the text widget. So I'll write text widget, and in the text widget I'll just pass the categories. So I'll write categories, something like this, and we'll just pass the styling by using app widget class dot, and I'll just pass headline text style, and we'll just pass 22.0, which will be enough. Now if you want to bring the text to the left side, you already know that what we need to do. So we need to just pass a cross axis alignment dot start. Yeah, and we can just pass a padding as well. So I'll just write padding, something like this, and we'll wrap up with the padding dot only, and I just need to pass the padding from the left position. So that left 20.0. If we want, we can increase the font size up to 24, I guess, and we can just pass the size box from the top. So I'll copy this, we'll just paste over here, something like this. Yeah, so this is how we can show the categories. Now I can show the different categories over here. So for categories I'll use a list view. Now you know the use of list view, because as you know that we are adding a categories. So if you want to add more, because I think that the 4 categories will be fit on the screen if I'll use a row widget, but if you want to add more categories here, we need to use a list view, because the user can simply scroll and can see all the categories. So for that we need a list view. I think so that's really make a good sense. Yeah, why I've used a list view widget. So here I'll just pass a children, and in the children I'll just pass a container first, and in the container what I'm going to do, let me show you. So here first I'm going to just pass a child. Rather than container, I'm thinking that let's pass a column widget. So I'll write column widget, and here I'm going to just pass a container. Wait a second, yeah, children. So I'll write container. Yeah, I can directly pass the image. Why I'm writing the container? So I'll write image.asset. Sorry. Yeah, image.asset images. So first we can show plastic. So write plastic.png, and we can just pass the height and width. Let's pass 50. Let's pass the width 50, and we can directly use a fit box fit dot cover. Yeah, so box fit dot cover, something like this. And now you can't see the thing, because as you know that if you have followed my old series, that the list view going to act as a good children, a good student, you can say that, because a list view need to know that how much space I should use in this app to be shown. Yeah, without knowing a space, a list view will simply throw this error, which is a render box error. Yeah, so the list view will simply say that, sir, please provide me how much space I should use in the app. So they are going to act as a good children, and we need to just suggest a list view to use that much space in the app that we will suggest as a developer. Yeah, so a list view is always a good children. Yep, a good children, a good student and all. Yeah, so here I'll just pass like this. I'll just wrap up with a container, and we'll just pass the height. Let's pass the height 90. I'm just passing the random height for now. We can change it later. Now we can see the image, but I need this to be like not scrolled horizontally. I just need to scroll it. Sorry, I need not to scroll like vertically. I need to scroll like horizontally, right? So for that, what I'm going to do is here I'll just pass a scroll direction, and we'll just change the axis dot horizontal. Yeah, now here you can see that we can scroll all the widgets that we are going to store in the list view. Yeah, so first we have shown this image. Now but before that, let's pass a padding. So write padding edge insert dot only, from the left let's pass 20.0, something like this. Now if we want, we can increase the height and width. It's up to our choice. So increase the height and width up to 70, and we'll just pass the space from the top. So I'll copy the size box, will directly paste it something over here. Yeah, so this is the thing. Now what I'm going to do here, I will just wrap up this image asset with a container, and here I'm going thinking that let's pass the color and let's see how it looks, and if it look great, then we are going to use that color. So I'll write color, let's pass color. So let me find that color code, because I don't remind that color code that we are going to use over here. So let me find that color code. I will just get back in few seconds. Yeah. So here you can see that this is the color code that I'm going to use. I think so you can see. If not, then sorry. Yeah. So I'll write edge insert dot all, and here I'll just pass 8, and now it's clear. Like you can see the color, and we can also pass the border radius as well. So write border radius dot circular, and we can just pass 20. And if you want, you can pass a border. Let's pass the border and let's see how it looks. If it won't look good, then we'll change that. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, so I'll write color, and we'll just pass colors dot black 45. It's okay, I guess. We'll just pass a width. We'll just pass 2.0, and we can change the up to 10. 10 won't look good. 20 is okay. Now once we have shown this thing, now just below this I will show the text that will indicate like what really this image has been shown over here. So for that I'll just need to pass a text widget, and in the text widget I just need to pass a text which is plastic. Yeah, so that plastic style app widget class dot, and here I'll pass normal text style, will pass 20.0. Yeah, so this is the text. We can pass the spacing. So let's size box height, let's pass 5.0, which will be enough. Yeah, so there is some spacing problem, so we can just increase the height of this container up to 150, or let's pass 130. I guess it is also okay. So this is the first category we have shown, which is plastic. Now let's show some other categories too. So for that I just need to copy this column widget, will directly paste over here. This is the second category, which is like we can pass paper, and we'll just rename this to paper as well. So paper, and here I'll just pass the size box. Width we can just pass 20.0. So this is the second category. Now what I'm going to do is that we are going to show the, wait a second, I need to copy this complete thing, paste it over here. Once we have shown paper, plastic, the second thing we can show battery. So I'll write battery. Yeah, this is the battery, and it is fully charged just like Shivam. Yeah, so I'll write battery, and this is the battery we can see, and here I'll copy this and we'll just paste it here as well. The fourth category that we are going to show is the thing which is like we have used plastic, paper, a glass is left, so we need a glass because Shivam is very transparent. So I'll write glass just like his nature. I'm just joking. So yeah, I'm transparent. So here you can see that this is the categories we can see over here. If you want to add some more categories, you can go as I've told you that. And if you want to increase the width, and we'll just increase the width up to 30, and we can just pass 30. Yeah, so this is the, now it's look good and there is much enough space, and this is how we can show the categories. Just below these categories, what I'm going to show is the next thing, which is a pending request. Now you will say that Shivam, what is a pending request? So that's a good question. I know that you are smart. You are. And now here in the pending request, what I'm going to do is that in like, as I told you that if the user want to dispose any of the specific category like plastic, paper, battery, glass, they will just upload the item that they want to dispose, and that will be shown in the admin side of the app. Yes, there will be the admin panel, because the admin can know that where, at which address he need to pick that specific item that the user have been requested for to recycle. Yeah, so here what I'm going to do is that in the pending request, I'm going to show all the requests that have been submitted by the users, not a specific user. And in this pending request, we are going to just keep all the requests that have not been accepted by the admin and it is still pending. Yeah, so you will say that Shivam, if we are disposing some of the item, then as an user what advantage I will get? So why I need to use this recycle app? Though I've shown you the complete recycle app at the starting of this video, so you have the basic idea. If you have skipped that part, then let me explain you. So one of the most important thing of using this recycle app, is that the environment will be clean, because as we need to dispose the plastic, paper and battery and all, because that will simply help us to maintain the balance of this environment. Yeah, so we need to save our environment by disposing or recycling some of the items that can be recycled. Yeah, so that was the first thing of making this recycle app. Now the second thing that will be like the points. We are going to add some points in this user account. Like if you want to dispose one Pepsi bottle, yeah, which is a plastic item, so you will just click one picture of a Pepsi bottle, you will enter the quantity, like it is 1 2 3 4, and you just submit a request and a pickup point from where the admin has to pick up that Pepsi bottle and all. So that request will be directly shown in the admin panel side, and once the admin has simply accept your request and simply pick up that Pepsi bottle from the specific location you have mentioned, then some of the points will be simply rewarded to you, and that will be shown in the rewarded points section. Yeah, so we are going to make one rewarded points section where it will show all the rewarded points that you will get. Yeah, now you will say that what is the use of that rewarded points? So that rewarded points is that I'm having think that like how much conversion I need to provide you all. And this is just a demo app, so don't think that I am going to provide you. So what we are going to do is that I'll just convert the 100 points to $2 or like a $3, and you can simply request the admin that you want to redeem that rewarded points, and once you make that request, the admin will simply transfer the money in your bank account. So this is the second and the most important use, though the first point was the most important use, but as an user you will think that what advantage I will get to use this recycle app. So this was the something of I have told you the complete like a wireframe or a blueprint of how the recycle app I have thought about. I think so you will like this idea. I think you will. Yeah, now let's move, and here I will just write one more thing, which will be the pending request that I've told you. So for that I'll just need to pass a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write pending request. So I'll write pending, and here I'll just write request, requust, request, and here I'll just pass the styling by using app widget class dot headline text style, and we'll just pass 22.0. Yeah, so this is the, you can see a pending request. We can pass a padding as well. So write padding, we'll wrap up with a padding dot only from the left, and we'll just pass like 20.0. Yeah, so we can just pass the size box from the top. So write size box, let's pass 10.0, which will be enough. Yeah, so pending request. Now we are going to show all the pending requests over here. So let me make the UI first, as we are going to use a backend which is a Firebase. So here I'll just pass a width, which will be the media query dot of context dot size dot width, and here I'm going to just pass a decoration, a box decoration color, and we'll just pass colors dot white. Yeah, so this is the thing that we need to do, and here I'll just pass the child, and in the child I'll just pass the column widget children. Now once we have passed this thing, now at the first thing I want to show is the item that I want to recycle image. Yeah, then the address that I've entered. The second thing will be the, I guess we can enter the quantity. Yeah, so the address, quantity, and the image. I think so these three things are enough. If you want you can add some more things, but as of now I can think that only these three things, like the user need to enter the quantity, like how much quantity of the Pepsi bottles for an example they want to dispose, the image, and the third thing is the main thing, which is an address from where the admin need to pick up that disposable item. Yeah, so I've added one image which is chips.png, and for that I just need to write a container over here, and in the container first I need to just pass why I wrote a container again, sorry for that. Here I'll just write image.asset, and here I'll call the images folder name and the image file name, which is chips.png, and we'll maintain the height and width. So let's pass 120. We can directly pass 120 and we can just pass a fit box fit dot cover, something like this. Now there will be a overflow error because we haven't done anything to like manage like to scroll this screen. Like user can simply scroll the screen and can see all the pending requests. So for that I just need to wrap up the container widget with a single child scroll view. Yeah, so this is what we need to pass so that the user can simply scroll the screen, and this is the image that we are going to use as of now. So here I'll just need to pass the size box. Let's pass size box. Height, let's pass 15.0 like this, or let's pass 20.0, which will be enough. Now once we pass this, as I've told you that we are also going to pass the address. So for the address, what I'm going to do, I will just pass a row children, and in the children first I will just pass the icon, and I'll write icons dot location on, yeah, color. Let's pass the color, which is colors dot green. Yeah, size box, not a size box, a size, we can increase the size up to 30. And here I'll just pass the text widget. So for the text widget I'll need to write a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write a random address, which is main market Delhi. Yeah, so Delhi. I'll just pass the style by using app widget class. So let's style. So let me pass the comma first. We'll write app widget class dot, and we'll just pass a normal text style. We'll just pass 20.0 main market Delhi. We can just pass width as well. So let's size box width, let's pass 10.0, which will be enough. Yeah, now we can center this with the help of center widget. So for that I just need to pass main axis alignment dot center, and this is the case that we can pass. We can pass a divider as well. So I'll write not over here, we'll just need to pass a divider. So I'll write divider, something like this. Yeah, now once we have passed this thing, now here I'm going to pass a decoration. We have already passed, sorry. So I'll write border dot all, and I'm going to just provide the border to this complete container. So I'll just pass a color first. So color will be colors dot black, and we just pass a 45. We can pass width 2.0. Yeah, something like this. We can pass border radius dot circular, we can just pass 20. Yeah, now we can just pass a margin as well. So let margin as on set dot only, from the left 20.0, from the right let's pass 20.0. Yeah, so this is the thing we need to pass. We can pass the space from the top as well. So I'll write size box height, let's pass 10.0. Yeah, so this is how we can show the location, then that item that need to be disposed. Let's pass the space from the bottom so that you can see this container clearly. Yeah, a complete container clearly. Yeah, so now you can see it clearly, and if you want you can increase the height and width, it's up to your choice. And once we have passed this thing, now I'm going to show the quantity and the status, whether it is pending. Yeah, it is in the pending request. So why to show the status pending? Because that's clearly makes sense that it is pending, so that's why it has been shown over here. Yeah, so here what I've done is that I've simply passed the size box, and I've thought that let's show the quantity as well. So here I've used a row widget. You can see that I have simply passed the quantity to 3, like how much, as I've told you that how much items that need to be disposed, which is indicate as a quantity 3, and we have just wrote a simple code to show this thing. So this is the thing that we have done to show the pending request, and this is the home page that we have made from the scratch. I think so the home page looks really great and very engaging and the user friendly. If you really like this home page, do not forget to drop that like button. I'm waiting for that like button, and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. If you want to get a complete source code of this complete recycle app, and you can find the link in the description box. But if you are facing a problem to get a source code, like if you want to pay from the UPI or something, you can DM me on my Instagram ID. I will help you as soon as I can possible. Yeah, so this is what we can do in our home page. So this is it from this part. On our next part, we are going to make some more pages like the earn points section. We are going to also make the admin panel. As you know that on this series, we are going to also add a admin panel from where the admin can manage all the items that the user want to dispose and the approval for the points that the user want to redeem. And there are some more things that are still left on this recycle app, and also the main thing, which is like a connection of a app with a backend, which is going to be a Firebase. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.